This is Josh Scorcher, and today we are continuing on Shadows of the Old World, Chapter 6. Well, gosh, you guys ain't bored yet?
No.
No.
Josh, if you think I am bored, we need to rethink our marriage.
Well, we just bought a house, so that's going to make things a little complicated.
So who gets the house?
That would be me, of course.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
if you
kid-
guys
the kid
want
gets
any
the
more,
house.
me and Sub-Zero can take it off your hands.
Yeah. So,
I mean-
today we have a special guest, my brother, Jeremy, who is, he has played in campaigns I have DM'd before, and he is also, but he's probably most notorious as the designer of the Labyrinth.
Yeah, huh? I remember that one.
Yes.
People almost died.
He sounds like a delightful individual. I can't wait to meet him.
What do you mean? People did die.
Yeah.
People did die.
It was my fault, and then I had to have an intervention with Josh. I was traumatized. No, I wasn't traumatized.
You were upset though.
I was
Poor
sad.
sweetie.
I was sad, but
Oh,
hey,
you-
it opened me up.
I actually just subjected some of my students to that exact same quest.
Well, rip Jeremy's career.
Yeah, it's let me put it this way: Jermo's the kind of guy who finds the Tomb of Horrors a delightful romp.
We're doing that one on Thursday.
You know, I have a friend who's similar than that, except he does that with character builds.
Yeah. That's oh geez. I cannot remember his name.
I'm playing with a stack of
Logan.
extra character sheets, just ready to give them out to my students after they die.
Anyways, shall we?
Yes, let's.
Let's show.
Let's do it.
All right.
Just do it!
Yeah.
Easy does it, Shia LaBeouf.
All right. All right. In the last session, the party traveled through the Galgary jungle, and one morning, Hoshimi and Caius stood watch. She had peered into Caius's mind to better understand his emotions in the event of Jared Jenkinson's death. They once again encountered the black catfolk who fled from the party as soon as he was spotted. Nearby was a grisly sight. 3 dead drow supremacists, similar to the deaths of the horse from the night before. During further travel, they had deduced that the orb's locations might be in locations where ancient Netherese cities had fallen. That night, the party was attacked by 3 displacer beasts. During the fight, the displacer beasts had spooked most of the horses, severely hampering the party's movement speed through the jungle. Adrian had nearly met his end as well, shattering much of his confidence. After the fight, the party had deduced that the hide-behind must have been a combination of several different factors working in unison to create this legend. The displacer beasts running loose, the swift black catfolk darting through the jungle, and perhaps some local panthers picking off unlucky travelers. As they exited the Galgary jungle, Flint noticed something making a strange noise behind him. Looking back towards the jungle, he saw a dark shape, grinning in the trees. And we are continuing immediately from that spot.
So, question. How many of us actually saw that?
Yeah, was it just Flint?
It might have just been.
No.
Because I remember
I was
the
wondering that
perception rolls
myself.
were pretty,
Flint,
were pretty
Flint,
good.
Flint pointed it out to everyone, and everyone saw that.
It was a group effort.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, is it gone?
Yes, it is
Okay.
gone.
In that case,
You all saw that big grinning black thing disappear almost instantly. What do you do?
Hoshimi's eyes are basically pinpricks right now, and she's actually visibly shaking. Another
we need
question
to
before
discover
anything else. How
forks.
big was it?
It looked up about the size of a bear.
Okay, yeah, she definitely is reacting that way.
Yeah.
Summon High Spider Hoshibi.
Shylin is gripping the hilt of his sword.
When steps in front of the group and starts to use her scope to see if she can track where it might have disappeared to. Shall I make a perception?
Because it didn't leave any tracks, right?
Oh, nice roll.
Nice.
Hey!
start.
Hooray! Please,
Good start.
please don't be horrible for the rest of the night. Pulls.
Well, you're looking around trying to find where it possibly could have been, but it's long gone, whatever it is.
I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it, Olwen. I didn't see tracks or samples or anything around here.
No, I didn't want to try and track it to follow it, more to be able to avoid it. I don't think we're really in a place where we would be able to fight against it. Not after the last three.
You want
No,
to
that-
know where it's
they're not-
going so we can not be there.
I would prefer that. Yes, that would be excellent. That sounds wonderful.
Did it have a scent?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably.
You bet Hoshi wouldn't. Okay, can I roll a perception to see if Hoshi would have caught it?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
and if... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, can I support Hoshi on that? Oh, she doesn't need.
Nominated.
She don't
Never
need my
mind.
support.
Emotional support.
Yeah.
You remember that Flint mentioned that it was like right behind him, so just kind of throwing a little decorum to the wind, you just kind of move behind Flint and to just kind of sniff around him. And yeah, it kind of it matches the scent that it matches one of the scents that you had picked up during the time in the Galgary jungle.
Wow. Also, yeah, considering he was right up close to it and probably saw the most detail, Flint is immediately drawing a picture of this thing in his book, like police
Of
sketch style for
course he
posterity's
is.
sake,
Yeah.
just in case.
Okay. He probably, since she's like leaning over your shoulder, I imagine she'd put her hands on your shoulders, and you actually feel her hands kind of clench up on your shoulders. If we stay out of the jungle, we should be fine.
Agreed. Also,
hope
Josh
so.
is your DM.
In
Skype.
Skype. Okay. 1 second.
Ow.
Oh. All right. 1 second.
It was ridiculous. Never seen a creature like that before.
I don't ever want to see a creature like that ever.
I mean, we've been slight with some of the creatures.
I'm not in the mood for technicalities right now, Shylin.
Let me cope. But you're right. Let's get out the jungle. Let's get to our destination.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So, as you cross the bridge, you see a very interesting sight.
Stop moving. Stop moving.
Yeah. 1 minute.
I stopped.
Get back here.
No.
He said as we're crossing the bridge. Meanwhile, you're on the other side.
I just crossed the bridge.
As we are crossing, not
Okay.
as we have crossed.
Fine, I'll go back to the bridge.
You have not yet solved the riddles 3.
You're banned.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm anxious. I don't want to be near the scary, creepy black monster thingy with teeth.
You see, a panther.
Oh.
Just circling around this tree, and
Oh, come
you
on.
see the cat folk from earlier dangling from it in a trap. He appears to be tied up from it by his hands and feet, and he is like wriggling around. He's trying to get away. He seems like very intent on trying to get away from this panther.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no! Seven immediately runs forward.
So does Shylin.
Flint, could you go help him out of that trap? You probably
Already
know a little
on
bit
it.
more about that.
Already
That-
on
it-
it.
it's
the
not,
pa-
it's
yeah,
not
the
a
panther
trap.
lo-
It's a panther.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the panther looks at you, and it gives like this low growl.
May
Okay.
I?
Wait. I have an idea.
I was just gonna roll intimidation. That's all.
Actually, give me a second though.
I was gonna
if-
do nature, but you go first.
Let me try something, please.
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
Okay. So Hoshimi says, "Everyone, cover your ears."
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Stand back.
What is that?
That's an actual.
Oh,
Bullhorn.
Oh,
You
boy.
amplify your voice.
And she's gonna do her fox screech even
Oh.
louder than before, trying to
that's
scare the panther off
no, that's
roll intimidate.
Oh boy.
with fortune, maybe.
I'll give you a circumstantial bonus.
Well, you gain a +1 status bonus to checks
Oh.
anyway.
Come on!
Wait, is that enough? Is that enough?
Hold on.
Let's see. +1 to coerce. Well, that's to coerce. You know
Oh,
what?
that's coerce.
Yeah. No. So roll it again. We'll say with fortune for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
much
much
better.
better.
Survival skills 101. You remember show no fear to a predator. Does it make yourself look bigger? Make yourself look like the bigger threat. 7. Do you want to roll an intimidate as well?
If it's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
No, I forbid it. How dare you?
What the flip?
Oh,
Roll it up. Roll it again.
Are you sure?
Yes. You roll it again.
I'm imagining a fly flying right into her mouth as she's getting ready to.
I think she was ready to roar. I think she was ready to roar, and then like Hoshibi kind of scared her, and she was like,
All right. So there we go. Yeah, that's probably it. So like big roars from both Hoshimi and Seven, and the panther has made itself scarce.
and then Flint, who's in the middle of the two of them, says, "So this is what being deaf feels like."
Seven runs
What?
past the panther guy and like gets between him and where the panther went.
Yeah.
Hoshimi goes over to the catfolk.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I swear there's no need for hostilities. By the Lightbringer, I'll get you the money, I promise.
Money.
Okay. She gently starts tapping him on the cheek.
What are you doing?
Making sure that you're still in this dimension.
Dimension?
In this plane. That's okay, that's an out of character misspeak.
Yeah.
What?
Making sure you're still on this plane.
Plane? We are in a forest, not a plane.
just making sure you're real.
Okay.
Do you normally come across people tied up in trees that aren't real?
More than you think, actually.
Okay. Hoshimi pulls out her fans and uses the blades to cut what's tying him into the tree.
So Jojo, in midair. He just kind of does this twist, and he lands on his feet, but his feet and hands are still bound. And so he's just standing there, just like on all fours with his hands and feet together, and he just kind of plops over to the side.
Shylin is going to cut his hands loose. As he does so, he just says to him, "Apologies for shooting at you earlier. We were a little bit on it. The shooting at you yesterday, we were a little bit on edge."
He gives him kind of a sheepish smile. So you're not here for me.
Is there a reason we should be?
No, Hoshimi puts her hand on his bound feet. I'm not untying you until you make a promise to not bolt.
Well, if you're not debt collectors, then I suppose I don't have a reason to bolt. If you would please, cut me free, perhaps we can talk.
I don't hear a promise.
All right, I swear by the Lightbringer not to run unless you threaten to kill me.
That's fair. And she cuts his legs free.
Woo!
Of course, if it turns out he's not a worshipper of the Lightbringer, his promise would mean nothing, Shylin says, after he has been cut free.
So, crippling debts aside, you not hurt or anything?
Crippling debt to society? No, I just borrowed some money for a fun drinking competition.
Crippling debts aside, not society.
I'm a doc. It's kind of my thing.
So who are you, fine folks, if you're not debt collectors?
Well, we have a famous professor, he says, pointing to Adrian, a member...
Oops, sorry, that was an accident. I clicked the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's okay.
We have a famous professor, he says, pointing to Adrian, a local hero, he points to Flynn, a highly trained officer of the law, Owen, successful businesswoman, Hoshimi.
My name is Rena Shylin. How many times do I need to remind you?
I never said the name. I said he points to Hoshimi.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I'm sorry.
A successful businesswoman, he points to Hoshimi. A modern marvel, he points to Seven.
Hey!
A member of Princess Abigail's elite guard, Caius.
Hi.
I'm honestly not sure, he says to Sybil, but a unique character in his own right. And honestly, I'm pretty much nobody.
His name is Shylin, and he's really good at teaching me how to be a fighter.
There we go.
A fighter in his prime, Shylin.
I'll be fairly honest, I've never met a nobody in my life. But I suppose it's a first for everything.
At least he still has his heart.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet all of you. I am Jojo, also known as the Black Cat, as well as Vermin, Jinx, and other few unflattering names. I am an adventurer and a connoisseur and brewer of alcohols. Very much at your service. And by that I mean, would any of you by any chance have any food on you? Because I'm famished.
You lot can handle that. I'll be right back.
Seven starts digging through her neck pouch, I guess she has.
Yeah, you guys do have some rations that you can spare.
Yep. Seven.
You just probably have to go hunting later today in order to, get them back, in order to fix them up.
I think Seven has. Am I reading that right, Josh? Do I have 7 rations or do I just have 1?
You have You have rations enough for 7 days.
Oh. She just gives him the one? Oh,
Yep.
did I do that right?
Yep.
Oh.
Sustenance. Once again, Jojo has found himself in debt. He will pay you back, though. For now, I suggest we drink and enjoy this fine meal you've provided. Come and sit with Jojo and let him thank you proper. Let us bond in friendship and perhaps share some stories. Do you, perhaps, I would very be interested in learning where you're coming from and perhaps where you're going. Also, why were you shooting at me earlier? I'm assuming you don't do that to every random stranger that you come across in the woods.
It was a sense of paranoia, sense of panic, and we thought you were something hostile. It's nothing personal.
Uh-huh.
We had been encountering something that, in poor visibility, vaguely resembled your description.
Yeah.
Only thing I ran into in the woods were these 3 big cats with little tentacle things on their back.
And if you're too far away to see the tentacles, what do you look like, sir?
I don't know. I don't often look at myself. Don't have a hand mirror.
He looks like a half version of me.
You look like a big cat, sir.
That probably explains some of the nicknames.
Such as?
Well, cat, vermin, Jinx, black cat. There's way more. I could go on, but yes.
Why is being a black cat a jinx? What's a jinx?
Oh, it means you're bad luck, which I very much, well, for the most part am.
You had a streak of good luck that we came across you before someone else did.
True. I suppose it depends on which way you look at it. Bad luck, I'm strung up in the air. Good luck that you came along to save me. Bad luck, a panther just happened to be guarding that trap.
Good luck that you were covering your ears when our friend screamed.
Oh, yes. Good luck you had food. Bad luck I was starving. So I guess it's kind of going back and forth with me today.
Sybil, what's bad luck?
He left.
Oh, got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Redirecting that to Shylin. Sorry.
So Jojo kind of sits down on the ground. He's eating the food. He pulls out a flask and he's like, "Come, sit, drink." He passes. He extends the flask out to one of you.
All right. So who wants to take the flask first?
I'll pass.
It's really good.
7 cocks her head and takes it.
All right. You so 7, you take a swig of whatever this is, and it's delicious. Whatever it is, it's sweet and creamy, and it's absolutely heavenly, and you feel like a little bit of a sugar buzz.
What is this?
Good stuff, no? Pass it around. Let us share and enjoy.
I don't.
I'm afraid I don't drink alcohol. Sorry.
Me neither. Well, technically.
Wait, this is an alcoholic?
Oh, I mean, I drink alcohol, but I don't actually drink. I'm not. Well, I can't actually get drunk, is what I mean.
Fair enough.
Flint, try this. It's so good.
Well, okay, sure. Flint takes a swig as well.
All right, you take a swig, and you're suddenly assaulted by a very nostalgic flavor. Something that you and your dad once made. Like Pop Rocks if there were fruit, lemon, lime, orange, pineapple, very fizzy.
The second you said pineapple, that drink became evil.
What? This is 1-2 punch.
Oh.
Jojo gives him a smile, then a wink.
How'd you learn this?
It was a gift given to me by a very, very close patron / friend of mine.
Okay, Flint's eyes just immediately, like, he even kind of takes his goggles down for a second. You... Wait a minute. The person you're talking about, that wouldn't happen to be Ivan Windstrummer, would it?
I don't think so. I mean, my patron uses a lot of names, so it could have been. I doubt it, though. I feel like I am leading
just
you on a little bit, and I feel it's unfair. The flask is it's enchanted. It brings up happy memories.
It just occurred to me that he said that in the name of the Lightbringer. So okay.
And John's like, well, good, I'm down. I'll try some after you, Flint.
But
All
Flint
right.
just kind of, like, sits there, eyes blind. Yeah, do the drink thing.
Yeah. So, Shylin, you take a swig, and just this very pleasant, mellow flavor washes all across your mouth. It tastes like blackberry and the very just refreshing sensation of drinking really cool but not too cool water.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, they're right about that.
What does it taste like for you?
Apple and blackcurrant.
Wow.
Mine was
Haven't had that
creamy
in
and
years.
sweet.
This is fascinating. It's different for everybody who drinks it.
Indeed. And that is why I have handsomely dubbed it the Flask of Friendship. Great for passing around a campfire.
Wow.
So we're friends now. She kind of just stands over him like this is a big grip, and so.
Yes?
She immediately grabs and hugs him tightly.
Personal space.
Seven, maybe back off a tiny bit.
We said we're friends now, so we hug.
Jojo just kind of like half-heartedly pats her on the back. Yeah, okay.
She's a hugger.
I gathered as much. So, who specifically do I have the pleasure of meeting? Are you just an adventuring group? Or you're not? I mean, you aren't you aren't debt collectors, right?
We are
just
not
some-
debt collectors.
All right, you're hunters. You're out hunting something.
Well, we're out
More-
hunting answers, if that's what you're asking.
Answers.
We're looking to meet some people in Directian, and while we were on the way, we encountered a few troubles, which we mistakenly thought you were involved with. Is the short answer.
I mean, I did notice you are following me a couple times. So you're private investigators? You're looking for someone?
Unofficially, I suppose that's the closest way you can look at it. Actually, yes.
He just so Jojo just kind of looks to each. He's like, quite the motley crew you have here. How on
You
earth
have
does
no
this
idea.
happen?
The dwarf walks up to you. It's more of a we're kind of circumstance. It's like they just picked me up. I'm just on my way to visit my family, and I just thought it would be safer to travel in a group. If you ask me, it's like a lot of these people are here by It's just a lot of coincidences and circumstances.
Yeah, let's just say we all started fighting a common enemy and continued our kinship after that.
We're basically all we were basically all mutually kidnapped and had reason to be going in the same direction. Here we are.
Hate it when that happens. Well, not the being mutually kidnapped. Great opportunity to make friends, but it happens to everyone apparently. So I'm seeing quite the variety of individuals here. Also, is that a bird or is that a lion? What is that?
That is a griffin.
A griffin. I've heard of such creatures. Very interesting. What is that sticking out of the top of her head?
She's wearing a hat. No, be fair, Jeremy probably didn't know this. She's wearing a hat. You can't see that.
Well, maybe.
Hats.
Well, maybe like the hat is slightly tilted so he sees something underneath it.
Yeah, that's fair. We could do that.
Is it
I'll
like
let-
a top hat?
No, it's like a little beanie.
It's a beanie with a pom pom on top. My character made it.
Little sewn hat. Little knitted
Yeah.
hat.
Very cute.
But yeah, Seven immediately pulls the hat back over her rod and then goes to hide behind Owen.
Oh, hi, Seven. Oh, here,
Okay.
I'll fix it up for you, okay? Olwen straightens up the hat and kind of nestles it more securely. There.
Okay.
I can see it.
So, if you're looking for someone or something, perhaps Jojo could help. He does owe you a bit of a debt for helping him out of that little tight spot.
Charlene considered for a second and then says, "All right. You wouldn't happen to have seen a young girl around about 16 or so, pale skin, black hair, answers to the name of Raquel?"
Olwen is kind of perking her ears up hearing that part.
No, it doesn't quite ring bell.
Actually,
There
what
were
about
the-
what about a very fat man?
Fat man. Like, what do you mean, like fat?
Well, his nickname is the Pig, and he's a
Oh.
human. He's a human, I believe. He would probably be dressed in very gaudy and flashy, but probably at least somewhat well-made clothing. He likes money.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have met a few fat individuals. One in particular, I recently cleaned out his wallet during a drinking competition. He's actually one of the reasons I'm running from the debt collectors. Because
Is he a sore loser?
I mean, I nicknamed him Jabba the Fat, and he tried to have me beaten by a couple of his friends.
Did you catch his name?
I really don't remember his name. I just remember thinking, wow, this guy is fat.
Yeah,
Where-
might I recommend Jabba the Jumbo? Alliteration's a lot better.
Where was that?
Oh, let me think. Where was that? I've been traveling quite a bit.
And did you happen to find any notes, letters, anything like that on his wallet when you took it from him? And do you still have them?
I don't think he actually picked the wallet. I think he actually just won the bet.
Yes. We had a drinking competition, and as I said, I can't get drunk, so
Wins.
I understand.
I kind of got into a little bit of hot water with my patron on that one. So anyway, it was in Uzaban. I borrowed some money from a money broker to ante into the game. That's where I met Jabba the fat, because Jabba the gut, because he's fat, you know. And,
I like that one.
and
Jabba the Gut.
I won, and while he was chasing me off, he's my purse got cut, and I ended up, losing all the money. I got while chasing him, I I ended up getting knocked out. Woke up in a work crew for an archaeological dig. Got shanghaied apparently.
Archaeological. That might be who we might be looking for. Okay, archaeological dig. Fat man. Was the fat man at the dig?
He mentioned something about the dig. He also mentioned something about being too late to pay back his debt. So said something about let's see, I'm trying to remember. Some brand new clue that would help him get ahead of that stuffy, privileged.
West! Oh no! That is him! Oh no, that's him! Oh boy. Okay, we need to find Jabba the Fat, like, right now. Wait, okay. Yeah, we need to find him. That's who I'm looking for. That's our lead. Shylin, that might be the guy who took. That might be the.
I'm
that might
well
be the guy
aware
who
you
took-
are correct. You don't need to justify this any further.
Well,
What?
I've been recently running from this individual, so I mean, if you're willing to back me up in the event that we do run into him again, I'm still down with helping you out.
She takes out her
Yes,
gun.
we
Oh,
will
don't
back you up.
worry.
Alrighty then.
Okay, I'm sorry for giggling, Cal. It's just the way Owen was freaking out, and she clearly wanted to go over to Adrian, but he's having a crisis. Oh, what do I do?
I want to tell him that we found the guy, but like I'm just pacing around 7 right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, that was why I started giggling. It's like ring
Okay.
around the griffin.
All right,
Yeah,
Sharon, you want to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say, Charlotte's going to go up to Adrian, and he's going to say two
Uh,
things.
ba- 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 ba. Boy.
First thing he's going to say is, we have a lead on Napoleon. And the second thing he's going to say, and give me a second.
Huh? That will never not bother me.
I don't even know what's going on. It's very frustrating.
That's exactly what it is!
I can read it.
confused.
I hate
Okay,
all
no.
of you.
And this is all entirely out of character because
Yeah.
those two are talking in bloody Elvish. I recognize that font, so
Mhm.
it's just like. Shylin, I don't know what you
And-
just said, but the professor.
And he holds up his hand and says, continuing in Elvish, you are neither weak nor incompetent. You just weren't playing to your strengths. Trust me, I would know.
Can I get a translation, please?
Shylin. Olwen just kind of takes everything in her not to drag him by his ear. Shylin, appreciate that you're trying to come from a kind place, but now is not the time.
going
Adrian
to
gets
say-
up and then looks right at Shylin. Tell you what. And you hear this in Elvish. Tell you what. Next time you get blindsided and you're flat in your back, then come to me.
Oh, good, because I have been.
Shylin!
Near death.
Okay, I have no idea what's going on here, but as she grabs Adrian by the shoulders. You and I are going this way now.
Shylin, you are trying to be coming from a kind place and be encouraging, but can we talk about how to do that perhaps a little bit better later? You said start with the compliment and then go for the constructive criticism. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Oh boy. Look, okay, you guys are the first friends that I've had, and I'd like to, have you guys not kill each other. Please. I'll try and work with you on it, okay?
I see.
Uh,
Adrian,
sorry.
I don't know. Adrian, I don't know what the hell he said to you, but you know that Shylin's an absolute moron. Don't listen to him. Let's just get to New Gatlas. We all need a rest. And we'll just take some time to get our heads in order, okay?
he walks away and he dumps the wine.
It was just flavored water.
Yeah.
Well, the flavor.
So you literally turn water into wine.
Seven can't refuse anymore, and she goes up to Adrian. She doesn't say anything. She just pushes up against them.
Also, Shylan follows Flint.
All right.
Wonderful.
All of you kind of like turn your heads because you hear something coming over you hear something coming around the hills. And as you look at it, it appears to be a exceptionally large carriage pulled by 6 very, very powerful looking horses.
Where?
And you immediately get out of the road because it is
Chunky.
Whoa!
Holy cow!
That's a big carriage.
That's a big boy!
Freaking house.
That's a Hummer.
Mobile home.
That's a Hummer.
Yeah. And immediately a bunch of guards jump out and point their... And immediately a bunch of guards jump out and they begin to point their spears at all of you.
So
Can we help you?
And one person steps out, and she is instantly recognizable by one person in the party. Adrian!
Oh!
Oh snap!
Oh, dang.
It's like, guards. It's okay. They're friends. They're not violent. Oh, Adrian! She just immediately rushes out of the carriage and then just assaults Adrian in this giant bear hug.
Ow, ow, ow.
Oh, sorry. It's a.
apparently not the only hugger.
Also, out of character question for the DM. I know her too, right?
Yes, you do. I'm sorry. It's just I missed you so much. You're Flint. You too. Oh, come over. Get over here. She just kind of grabs him by the arm and just like, and then she just kind of pulls them both down and just into this like really, really big embrace.
Oh.
It's just.
How does she recognize Flint and Adrian when they didn't recognize each other?
Lady Lark?
Sorry, it's. Missed you so. I thought you were dead.
Lady Lark?
Oh yes. Apologies. It's Where are my manners? Yes, I am Lady Lark Tanael. Wow, this is appears that once again she was right. Here you are.
She?
Is this that know-it-all sister of yours?
Yes. Yes. In fact, I assume the. Well, I hope. Hopefully, he's told good stories about me and my sister. So
He has spoken rather fondly of you two, and of missing you both.
yes. Wow. I'm glad I brought the big carriage.
Yeah. It's.
That is a castle on wheels.
Those must be some pretty strong breeds if it only takes 6 to haul that thing.
Okay, first of all, they're Clydesdales. Second of all,
Yeah. Well,
okay, now, but out of character, I just got a mental image like, okay, look, happy birthday, here's your new car.
It's got 6 horsepower.
How on earth is that even going to fit over the bridge?
Well,
I think it'll be turning around.
yes, we're going to be turning around, and we're heading straight back to New Gatlas.
And hope we don't run into any more bridges that narrow.
Adrian? Are you okay?
I. Yeah. It's good to see you again, Lark.
Is
So who's
something wrong?
Is there any chance that we could speak of this on the way to a place to rest? We've had a bit of an ordeal.
Oh, yes. Althea, I think we could you please check over the horses before we depart? And you see this drow woman step out of the carriage. Yes, mistress. And she appears to be walking over to the horses, and she's just kind of letting out this light blue magic to sort of that just sort of causes the horses to glow a light blue, and then she starts taking out some oats from her pack and starts hand feeding them.
What's
Alright.
she doing to him?
She kind of reminds me of the 3 I met in the woods the other day.
She's. I think. He looks over at Shylin and Caius. I think she's a lot nicer than them.
Caius moves over to Althea. Hey! Althea immediately looks at Caius and she's like, "Oh, thank goodness, you're alive too. Wait, where's Jared?"
Oh boy.
Caius looks down. He didn't make it. Oh.
Andrea's conversation can wait until we're on the road, don't you think?
Yes. Yeah. So everyone at so Lark's like, yes, all aboard? And everyone just kind of awkwardly shuffles into the carriage.
Don't need to ask me twice. Jojo just kind of runs and dives in.
7 is like precariously poking at it. Not sure how to get in this thing.
All
Oh,
right.
God.
It has a pool inside.
No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. I know you're always supposed to say yes and, but I'm putting my foot down there.
And then Flint's like, cats being excited over water. That's something new.
All right.
Sorry, joke had to be said.
No, that was good.
No, I like it.
Okay, Hoshimi puts her hands on Adrian's shoulders there. Into the carriage we go, you.
Adrian just kind of accepts, like, feels the push and just walks right into the carriage.
So do we get our own room, or